I got the biggest Haitian president. I know there's an election going on with Obama.
Election time is coming.
You know,
who you gonna vote for?
I'm gonna vote for Wyclef, and of course, everybody's voting for you now with purpose. The new book that's everywhere, and it's causing controversy. A lot of stories. That's amazing. I got the beautiful Christina.
You know what? I have a song in Creole.
You want to sing to her right now?
Christina, Christina, Christina.
That's very creative right there, Wyclef.
Yeah, all I need is the compa band.
I know.
Christina, Christina.
Christina Evans is up here too. Does she look Haitian to you? Does she look? Can she be mixed?
Of course.
Yeah, she look kind of ill, right?
Yes, of
She's
course.
Jamaican though.
Yeah.
She was in Top Shotters, the one that never came out, not the one you were in.
Okay. I was like, yo.
Top Shotter 3D. Hey, look at Clef, man. Book is popping off, son. It's everywhere. It's trending on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, really.
Wow. So happy for you, man.
Yeah, man. You know, the book, it starts off, you know, with going back to Haiti, you know?
Yeah.
You probably just read a few pages, and I know you're going to check out. When you on your...
I got a long flight to Paris next week for Fashion Week, and I will enjoy it.
Or when you headed to, you know, Abu Dhabi.
Oh, yeah, that's the week after.
Yeah, and then when you're going to Russia. You know what?
That's 4 weeks after.
Take the enhanced book, like, and you going like, because the whole book, man, it just starts off with the quake.
Oh, wow.
In Haiti, when I went back the day after. And I really get into it because...
Oh, that's how it starts. And then you go back in time?
Yeah, because...
Oh, okay.
Yo, the day after, bro, what happened to me was crazy because forget about I'm down there with my wife, Jerry, we picking up bodies.
Yeah.
An undertaker was in the cemetery and he was negotiating holes, like saying, because it's supposed to be one body per hole. So I left one of my soldiers there. And I said, yo, make sure this dude is not hustling.
Oh, okay.
Right? So we get in the car, we leave, and they kill my soldier.
Wow.
Shot him dead. This is the start. And let me tell you. And then at that time, if my wife wasn't down there, I know I wasn't going to come back to America.
Oh, my God.
Because at that time, I won't lie, and I ain't lying in the book, every piece of arms, firearms you could think of, and every type of soldier that I was so frustrated, and I left my wife. I looked like I was going on like a Rambo 3 movie.
Like no return.
She called me back. She was like, yo, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You know, the book starts off like that. I would say that was one of the hardest things, watching someone about to die, and you know they're about to die and there ain't no ambulance. Ain't no EMS, and they calling your name, and you gotta exit them from Earth in a way where you like everything's gonna be okay. Just close your eyes. The ambulance coming, knowing they're not gonna come. Then we get into it, but you know, unfortunately, the most controversial part in the book is the section
Lauryn Hill
about the Fugees.
Yes,
you know.
Well, of course.
So I'm ready for your questions, Who Kid. I made sure that I got a part of the book that I really want people to see. Now you can shoot away as you please.
Yeah, a lot of women, a lot of people know the Fugees, but a lot of women were kind of shocked at that chapter. I heard some of it, and you told me a little bit, but I didn't know it was in depth like that. I didn't know that the breakup of the marriage was like that was like almost an occurrence during your period of the Fuji tour and
yes,
from the relationship with Lauryn.
Yeah, exactly. So what I talk about is the Booger Basement, and a lot of people blame me for the breakup of the Fugees. They say, yo, Clef, if you never slept with Lauryn, the Fugees would probably still be here.
Exactly.
Now, I have a few answers to that response because now I'm 40-something, so I can respond. When I'm 20, like you probably couldn't have that conversation with me when I was 20.
You were doing your thing.
Right?
You was doing solo.
Exactly. Like we doing, meaning like I was just, like you 20, and there's a you automatically got a Caesar complex, like you're bigger than I. Like you could be married and then you could have a woman on the side, and God forbid that woman go find another man. You trip out. You see what I'm saying? So we get into that, but the thing is, what do I say to that? See, the first thing is, before I came to existence, I used to read stories of Marvin Gaye, Tammy Terrell.
Those are wild stories.
But you could keep going, endless different stories, and then we say to ourselves, that's not going to happen to us. This will never exist, right? You can talk like that all you want, but until you have put on the
Fate.
Lord of the Rings,
Fate.
and you the one that is in the studio
with this woman,
with a chocolate mama that is the most talented woman in the world at the time, singing, vibing at the time. So understand the undercurrent that you heard from the score, the album that you love. At times there was crying in the studio, but the vocals still had to be done.
Wow.
At times,
that's ill.
There was drama in the studio, where at times I had to say, yo, we got to finish this album. Whatever I got to say to finish this album, it has to be done. So at the end of the day, this is the album that you love so much. I can't go back in time. And if I could go back in time, they said, what would you change?
Exactly. That's what I was about to ask you.
What could I change back in time? I didn't create back in time.
Fate, man.
You see, but living presently, there's a young Wyclef listening to this.
Wow.
And then I don't want him to make the same mistakes I made. And then for the women that got upset at me when Lauren did Miseducation.
And now they know.
And was like, yo, Wyclef broke her heart. I did break her heart. I didn't say I didn't break her heart, but at the same time,
it was mutual though.
No, listen, but look, I take the blame as a man, right? I broke her heart, but at the same time, all I want, what about the child that I thought that was mine though? And
wow,
right? So
that's ill.
You feel me? Now maybe the law of karma punished me in that sense, and I go for that. But at the end of the day, two wrongs don't make it right. You know?
Exactly, man. It's similar to the Biggie and Lil Kim joint, man. They went through that kind of craziness too.
Man, I'm just and people's like, yo, well, did you talk to Lauren? Is somebody gonna be mad at the book? Like, why would anyone be mad at the truth? Because at the end of the day, if there's a lot of people who know what happened, so they all eventually gonna write their own book. That's what was happening. So it was important to put the truth out there. What I'm hoping is, like I said, Lauren can't get mad at the truth.
Exactly.
Right? So, this thing, at the end of the day, I feel there's a closure in that sense. You see what I'm saying?